The Talmud says a person should only pray when they have what's called koived rosh, which literally means a heavy head. And commentaries discuss what that exactly means. Among the many mitzvahs and occurrences that happens in this week's Torah portion is the commandment to build the water washing basin that would be placed in the entrance of the Beis HaMikdash of the temple in Jerusalem. It's called the kior, the wash basin. And prior to the Kohen going into the Beis HaMikdash to serve, they have to wash their hands and feet, and they're supposed to wash them simultaneously. Now, although we don't have this practice anymore because we don't have a Beis HaMikdash with active Kohen duty where they need to wash their hands, there is a sacred practice in Judaism, a continued practice of washing our hands in the morning prior to prayer, and we're supposed to wash our feet before prayer as well. And commentaries explain we ourselves are here to serve God like that Kohen. Our homes are our temple, and we're about to pray, we're about to serve. So like that Kohen, we have to wash our hands and we have to wash our feet. We have to kind of reflect that service, which is incredibly empowering because we all have the ability to be an agent of God, to be a servant of God, and to bring God in our homes. And we go through that practice, that meditation, when washing our hands. And we're supposed to wash our feet in the morning as well. Maimonides, in his anthology of Jewish law, adds something else. He says you have to wash your hands, you have to wash your feet, and he also says you have to wash your face. He adds that, which is quite interesting because in the time of the Beit HaMikdash, in the time of the temple, they would enter the Beit HaMikdash, the Kohen would wash their hands, wash their feet. It doesn't say anywhere that they would wash their face. Maimonides added, also wash your face. Where does that come from? Why? What's the reason for that? In other words, what changed historically where at some point in the time of the Beit HaMikdash, in the time of the temple, you just need to wash your hands and feet. And now we're at a point where we need to wash our face too. What's going on? What changed? In the time of the Beis HaMikdash, in the time of the temple, this was a home that housed God's presence. God's presence was palpable. You go to the temple, you experience the inspiration of God, you feel proud to be a Jew, you feel who you are, you know who you are. Okay, your hands and feet happen to pick up dirt and you just got to wash it off. But these days, where we're responsible for building our own personal temple and building up our own homes, but we don't have a central Beis HaMikdash, we don't have a central temple where God's presence is revealed, we have to make sure that when approaching God with prayer, our minds are also clear. Our minds are also clean. Because there's so much exposure these days. And it's so easy to be sensitized toward distraction, desensitized toward what we truly value deep down inside. Prior to prayer, we have to wash our hands and feet. We also have to wash our minds. We have to clear our minds. We have to clear our heads. We have to remember what we truly value, what we truly prioritize, especially these days where there is so much external stimulation, whether it be social media and Facebook and WhatsApp and LinkedIn and Twitter and TikTok and YouTube. We're just being flooded. It's so important just to clear our minds before prayer. The Hebrew word for face that the Rambam references that we need to wash is panim. Panim also means inside. We have to clear our insides. We have to not just focus on our behavior, washing our hands and feet, what we do and where we go. We also have to now wash our insides. We have to purify who we are on the inside, our values, our value system. The Talmud, Tractate Brachos, says, Ein oimdim lehispalel ela mitoich koived rosh. A person should only pray when they have what's called koived rosh, which literally means a heavy head. And commentaries discuss what that exactly means. Rashi says it means humility. Other commentaries say it means give priority to the mind more than the other body. It's very easy to become body focused. Let's be mind focused. Let's be mindful. There's an explanation from the Tzemach Tzedek where he explains that the word koved rosh, which means a heavy head, koved can also mean to sweep, kaveda, when you're sweeping. We have to sweep our minds clean. We have to prioritize. We have to focus on what we truly value and what we truly believe. We have to focus on whom we're about to talk to prior to prayer, so we're not just doing it mechanically. We can't just wash our hands and feet, which means put our hands and legs in the right space. We walked to the right place and we're doing the right thing, but we have to be the right thing on the inside as well. And that's part of the process of prayer, and that takes a little bit of work. That takes meditation. That really takes thinking about whom we are praying to. A couple minutes before prayer. Take 30 seconds. and focus on who you're about to pray to. I enjoy reading the sichas, the talks of the Rebbe Rayatz, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. A lot of them are anecdotes and stories, experiences of what it was like in Lubavitch, of what it was like in the old shtetl. And one of the things he describes in several places is how the Hasidim of yesteryear used to sit with their talis and tefillin on prior to prayer. They would sing a nigun. They would sing a meditative song and a soulful song. They'd think about God for a few minutes with their talis and tefillin on while singing a nigun, while singing a song, while getting their minds in the right place. They've washed their hands and their feet. They're doing the right thing. They're in the right place. But now they're trying to wash their minds. They're trying to put their mind in the right space so that they could connect to something beyond the craziness of this world. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.